last night, guys, was the ESPYs, ESPN's kind of flagship award show. And it was hosted by Shane Gillis, who a bunch of conservatives are big fans of because he tends to lean a certain direction that we usually like. Now, not all of his jokes were friendly to conservatives, but they are a bit edgy, which I think is funny. Bo, specifically, I want to get your thoughts on this. We're going to play this one joke that has had the Huffington Post just all riled up. Watch this and we'll discuss.
When Caitlin Clark retires from the WNBA, she's going to work at a Waffle House so she can continue doing what she loves most, fist fighting black women.
And you hear people laughing there. And there was a bunch of other jokes. In case you missed it, I should have brought this on. He said, we're here welcoming so-and-so who's a four-time WNBA All-Star. And he pointed to a woman and everybody cheered. And he said, I'm just kidding. That's actually my friend's wife. You guys don't watch the WNBA. But that, among many other jokes, Huffington Post, Bo, said this: ESPY's host makes black woman the punchline, literally in cringe Caitlin Clark joke. So clearly we're now immediately, okay, well, you can't make fun of black women because they're a protected species in this country. What do you think this says about culture and the kind of the ever-changing environment, the evolving environment that comedians can exist in and kind of make these edgy, punchy jokes?
Well, the first thing you said is that he's funny, right? Or that people find him interesting because he has a conservative spin. I think people like Shane Gillis because he's funny. Second of all, a lot of these jokes are approved by the ESPYs. So somebody approved this. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think Shane Gillis wrote that joke. I think he wrote a different joke. I think I know what he wrote, and I want to read it to you guys. Is that all right?
I don't get us kicked off the air, but go ahead.
No. So I think what the joke was supposed to say is when Caitlin Clark retires from the WNBA, she's going to work at a Waffle House so she can continue doing what she loves the most, fist fighting black men. And I think they changed it to women. I think that's the funnier joke as a comedian. So I think like, no, we can't do that. We got to go for the women part. So, I think Shane had something else intended, and it is what it is. So,
neither can confirm nor deny that, but that
Right.
That also would have been another additional funny punchline. Amber, there was a big long article in the Huffington Post that included. This WNBA players of color have been a vocal target targeted by racism, hate speech, and aggressive internet trolls with unfair standards. The WNBA had to issue a statement: "We are not a racist league." I just think it's a funny joke. I don't know. Do you see a light at the tunnel of libs not getting their panties up in a bunch over this?
Oh no, they love to be offended. It's like their favorite currency. But the beautiful thing is that Shane Gillis is indicative of the cultural shift. It wasn't that long ago that he was fired from SNL for making some edgy jokes about race. And he's since hosted SNL 2 times and now is the host of the ESPY. So we've come a long way. He also, mentioning earlier, you had your Freudian slip about Epstein versus ESPYs. He did have a great Epstein joke about how he had a joke written in his script, but it must have got deleted, or wait, it must have deleted itself.
Yeah. Overall, just I think great performance. But again, I'm a Shane Gillis fan, and I'm excited to see that comedy is coming back. And that doesn't mean that nobody's ever going to get offended again. That just means, hey, you're pushing some boundaries. You're going to be a little bit edgy, and if you go too far, which does happen sometimes, you can go, hey, sorry about that, missed an opportunity, and move on from there. But none of this just cancel culture for the sake of we don't like you.